When God holds your hand, I want to talk to you about something powerful, something life-changing. What happens when God holds your hand? I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine the hand of God reaching out to you, lifting you up and guiding you through every storm, every trial, every setback. I want you to feel the warmth, the strength, the unwavering grip of His love. Now open your eyes, because this is not just a dream. This is the reality of God's presence in our lives. This is what happens when we surrender our fears, our doubts, and our struggles into the mighty hands of our Creator. The power of His grip. I want to tell you something. Life is not always fair. Life does not always go the way we want it to. I know that firsthand. I was born without arms and legs, and for a long time I asked, why me, God? Why did you make me this way? Maybe you've asked the same question in a different way. Why did I lose my job? Why did my marriage fall apart? Why did my loved one have to leave too soon? We all face difficulties that shake us. But let me tell you something incredible. God is not distant. He is not watching from far away. No, my friends, He is right here with us. When you feel like you're sinking, He reaches out His hand. When you feel like you're drowning in sorrow, He lifts you up. When you think you can't go another step, He carries you. Yet I am always with you. You hold me by my right hand. When God holds your hand, you are never alone. You are never without strength. You are never without hope. From darkness to light, there was a time when I wanted to give up. As a child, I was bullied, I felt worthless, and I even considered ending my life. But something happened. One day I realized that God was not punishing me. He was preparing me. He had a plan for my life, a purpose that was greater than my pain, and He has the same for you. You may be in a dark season right now. You may feel abandoned, rejected, broken. But I am here to tell you that when God holds your hand, He leads you out of the darkness. He shines a light so bright that you will see a new path, a new purpose, a new hope. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That means your pain is not the end of your story. Your past does not define you. Your failures do not limit you. When God holds your hand, He is leading you to something greater than you can even imagine. Walking by faith, not by sight. Sometimes we don't understand why we have to go through trials. Sometimes we don't see what God is doing. But when you hold onto God's hand, you are walking by faith, not by sight. I couldn't see what God was doing when I was a child. I didn't know He was shaping me into a man who would travel the world, inspire millions, and show people that there is hope beyond their circumstances. But now I look back and I see His fingerprints on every moment of my life. And I promise you, if you hold on, if you trust Him, one day you will look back and see the same in your life. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. God's plan is better than yours. His ways are higher. His love is deeper. And when you take His hand, you are stepping into something far greater than you ever imagined. Letting go of fear. One of the biggest things that holds us back in life is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But when God holds your hand, you have nothing to fear. For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Do you hear that? God himself is telling you, do not fear. He is with you. He is helping you. He is holding your hand. And when God is holding your hand, no weapon formed against you will prosper. No enemy will defeat you. No storm will take you down. It's time to let go of fear. It's time to step into faith. It's time to believe that when God holds your hand, you are safe, you are loved, and you are victorious. Your life has purpose. If you take away one thing from today, let it be this. Your life has purpose. You were created with intention. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. When God holds your hand, He is leading you to something incredible. Maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe you don't understand it. But if you trust Him, if you keep walking in faith, you will step into something greater than you could ever imagine. I should not be here today. I should not be able to travel the world, inspire millions, and live a life filled with love, joy, and purpose. But because God held my hand, because I trusted Him even when I didn't understand, I am here today to tell you that He will do the same for you. Take His hand today, my friends. I don't know what you are going through, but I know this. God is reaching out to you. His hand is open. His love is waiting. All you have to do is take His hand. Say, God, I trust you. I don't understand everything, but I believe you are good. I believe you have a plan. I believe you are holding my hand. And when you do, you will experience the peace that surpasses all understanding. You will find strength you never knew you had. You will see doors open that you never expected. And most of all, you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are never alone. God is with you. He is holding your hand. And with Him, you can overcome anything.